to the court. I am its Jester. I affiliated. So, woo! Check out the cool new, check out all the cool little emotes I got. I made them myself. I have some more that are waiting approval. Also, new feature unlocked of... There we go. Yep, you can throw things at me now. I got it. Okay, it's 50 bits or 50 channel points to throw something at me. Throw things at me as much as you want. Back to Virtue's last reward. Throw things at me. Throw things at me. Do it. I will keep pressing the button myself. Things will be thrown at me no matter what. Boom. Boom. Yes. Throw things at me. Keep doing it. That is a loud sound effect for that thing. I gotta change that later. Ow! Ow! I have to hide! Now, where did we leave off? Oh yeah, Sigma's getting kidnapped again. Okay, where were we in the flowchart? Oh. Let's jump over here. That is a loud sound effect. I need to change that later. Ah, bicycle! What was I doing? Who am I betraying?
One minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
What are you going to do?
Well, I don't have a choice, do I? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember! Phi made us promise to vote ally, and then we did, and then she betrayed us and left. So we gotta betray her this time. I promise. I said I'd choose ally. Sigma, you made a promise. I did not.
Yes, but Phi has 6 BP.
She does. It's randomized items. Okay, I'm gonna press until a bicycle happens. Oh god, a bear. Okay, there, boom, another bicycle. We're good now.
If she betrays us...
Yeah, she'll have 9 points, and she'll leave. She'll leave us to die.
Right.
Okay, we gotta betray her before she betrays us. Then again, this might be another thing where it's like, why did you vote betray? And I'm like, because the timeline's confusing.
It's your decision, Sigma.
No, it's not Sigma's decision. It's my decision. Sigma makes bitch-ass decisions.
I'll be in the same position either way.
What?
You have 6 BP too, don't you? That means if we betray Phi, and she chooses ally...
Then I would have 9 points.
Yes. You see? In either case, I could end up with someone in my group reaching their goal.
20 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
That's it. We don't have any time left. You have to make a choice.
I have to make a choice. Me! The clown. Are you sure this is okay with you? She'll be fine with whatever.
Yes.
Said like someone who's not gonna be okay with this. Look, Luna, I'm gonna vote betray, and I don't want you getting mad at me afterwards.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
What am I going to choose? Oh, it's what I am going to choose, Sigma.
9, 8,
Yeah, you can
7,
speed along the countdown. I'm ready.
6.
I know what to
5,
do.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We're betraying her. It's eat or be eaten.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Just gonna put on my little clown nose in preparation for being made a fool of. Luna and I stepped out of the AB room a little later than the others. They were all already gathered in front of the projection, awaiting the announcement of the results.
So,
Yeah, we voted betray.
you chose betray.
Yup, and I don't regret it. Yeah,
Did you do it to protect yourself?
I did it to keep Fi from leaving all of us for dead.
Were you worried that Fi might choose betray?
Oh, I know Fi's gonna choose betray. That's a good question.
Huh?
I'm honestly not sure myself why I did it.
Well, we should go see the results.
Sigma, you can't just keep look, Sigma, every time someone gets on your ass about your choices, you can't just say, I didn't make the choice, I'm a video game character, and someone else is making my choices for me. No one's gonna believe you. Just like no one believes you about the time loops.
I want to see how Kay and Clover voted.
Like bitches, probably. Right, let's go then. We're not the biggest asshole in the room, okay? Other people have done worse.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
I'm watching you, Fi. Shit! Well, Fi, I'm sorry. In the last time loop, you betrayed me. Oh, we have 9 BP. We could leave now if we wanted. I'm not saying we should. I'm not saying we should leave everyone for dead. But we could.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
I'm gonna get yelled at.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
This isn't gonna go great.
Well played, Sigma.
Oh, fuck you, Fido.
I guess a promise means a lot to you.
Hey, Sigma made a promise. I didn't. I had nothing to say. She was right. I'd broken a promise.
Why did you do it?
Because you betrayed me last time, Loop.
Nothing to say? I guess I misjudged you.
Fuck, but the reason she betrayed us in the last time loop is because we betrayed her in this time loop. Ah!
I thought you were better than this.
You thought a lot of things.
That was not a smart move, Sigma.
Oh my god, Fi, shut the fuck up.
I won't forget this.
Yeah, I know. You remember the time loops too.
I'll make sure you pay, even if it's the last thing I do.
Look, you already did.
A lapsum semel occasionum, non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere.
Oh, do not bring Latin into this. What's that?
A Latin proverb.
What does it mean?
Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Jupiter is a Roman god. Actually, he's kind of the Roman god. He's in charge of all the others.
Are you talking about... Oh, is Jupiter the Roman equivalent to Zeus?
Not even Jupiter, the ruler of the gods, can take back what's been done. You did something bad. You're not gonna get a chance to take it back.
Okay. That was a lot. Honestly, it kind of like any like leverage Phi had in that argument, she kind of threw out the window because she started bringing up Latin phrases and Roman gods. Like, I was like half expecting her to say she had the power of gods and anime on her side. Like, I turned away from Phi. I couldn't stand to look at her anymore. Let's just leave. Honestly, let's just fucking leave. Fuck it. Fuck everything. There are bombs like everywhere. We should just go. In front of me were Kay and Clover. You two do not get to judge me. Their eyes bored into me with cold disapproval, and I looked away. You know what? Honestly, I was a bit hesitant at the idea of leaving everyone for dead and just dipping, but now that everyone's being such little bitches after they've done worse, I think we should leave. Let's just go. Let's just remove ourselves from the situation. The death game is canceled. We're going home. Screw you guys, I'm going home. They'd both chosen ally as promised. Yeah, and how many times have they broken promises to vote betray? This means nothing. The only person who'd betrayed anyone was me. The only person with 9 BP was me. The only person going to get out of this mess alive is me. Let's go, Sigma. Sigma, you've already betrayed your morals. It can't get any worse than it already is. You've selected yourself into being a bad person. Let's go. Let's leave. Commit to being a dick. It's time to commit to being a dick. Little wonder I wasn't very popular. Alice literally killed us in another timeline. Dio murdered an old woman. These people, what they think of me means very little.
What do you intend to do?
I intend to leave. That's what I would choose in this situation. Leave.
You aren't thinking about trying to open the number 9 door, are you?
Last timeline we did that, everyone tackled Sigma and kept him from leaving. So let's tell them no, and then wait till they aren't looking, and then do it. For a moment, I considered the unthinkable. It's not unthinkable, it's very thinkable. Could I break through them and reach the door? Once I was through, I'd be out of the game and free from their judgment. But no, I couldn't do that. Oh, what the fuck, Sigma? How could I possibly justify leaving them all behind so I could escape on my own? Very easily. Fuck these people. Fuck these people. Why had I chosen betray? Oh my god, Sigma, you cannot put this on me. In my memory, it seemed like an almost flippant choice, as if I'd just been curious to see what would happen. If betrayal was what I wanted, I should have made that choice with commitment. Well, you're the one that doesn't want to commit now. But there I was, and I couldn't turn back. Even if I didn't try to open the number 9 door, they would all be suspicious of anything I did. Trust is easy to break and hard to repair. Unless I could somehow turn back the clock, I was stuck with the consequences of my actions.
A lapsum semel occasionum, non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere. Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity.
How could I do something that was beyond the reach of a god? Why hadn't I just chosen ally? What would be happening to me right now? If you chose ally, Phi would be leaving you for dead right now, okay? We saw that timeline. What if? Then Phi spoke, and I blinked.
Sigma, we're just doing this to be safe. We can't let you run around with 9 BP. I'm afraid you're going to have to sleep for a little while. Okay?
You know, none of you guys were smart enough to do this for anyone else that had 9 BP, and multiple times people walked through that door. Just saying. Huh? I started to turn around, but it was already too late. I felt a heavy hand slam into the back of my neck. That was Kay, wasn't it? Fucking Kay. And then everything went dark. Oh, that was a murder. They may have been aiming to knock Sigma out cold, but I'm pretty sure they just murdered him instead. stopped it. Let's go back to the timeline where we voted ally and Phi betrayed us. Luna and I stepped out,
chose-
blah,
are you
blah,
sure
blah.
You sound pretty. What?
Wait, what? Wait, let's go back. I missed some new dialogue. Luna and I stepped out of the AB room a little later than the others. They were all already gathered in front of the projection, awaiting the announcement of the results.
You chose ally, right? Are you sure that was okay?
Yeah, of course. Phi did too. No, she
You
didn't.
sound pretty sure of yourself.
Oh, it's not confidence. I already know.
What?
Let's just go have a look, shall we? We'll know pretty quickly. I knew whether I knew anything or
Okay.
not.
Let's go.
She voted betray! There we have it.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What the hell, Phi? Why'd you choose betray? You chose ally before.
I see. So you remember it too. The other round too.
What? That wasn't even close to the response I'd expected. It felt anticlimactic. Hey, hold on a minute here. You know? You remember how I chose betray last time in round 2.
Yeah, of course. Why do you think I chose betray this time? Don't you remember what I said?
I literally chose betray because last time I did this, you betrayed me first.
That I'd make you pay?
Yeah, I do remember that. Then this is you making me pay?
Yes.
Wait. No. That didn't make any sense. Something wasn't right. How could we both know about an earlier round 2? How could there have been an earlier round 2? Was it some sort of alternate history? What the hell was I thinking? Was that that was conspiracy theory shit. Even if there was some sort of alternate timeline or universe or whatever, there was no way I could know what had happened in it. No way I could know. At least I didn't think there was any way I could know. But if I could, then how? I remembered Phi choosing ally, then scowling at me when I broke my promise and swearing revenge.
That was not a smart move, Sigma. I won't forget this. I'll make sure you pay, even if it's the last thing I do.
Why did I know that? Perhaps more importantly, why did Phi remember it? What the hell did any of this mean? It had happened before, hadn't it? During round 1 of the AB game, when I was playing against Alice, I'd seen something. Phi and I had chosen betray. But for some reason, I'd seen a reality where we'd chosen ally instead. Suddenly, I realized that I wasn't alone. I looked up to see Luna, Clover, and Kay. They all began to speak at once.
What happened?
Why did you choose betray, Phi?
Yeah. You're the only one who didn't vote ally.
Phi looked away and scowled. For several long moments, her eyes started off into the distance, and I could also see her mind working. Finally, she sighed and spoke.
Right. Well, I've got 9 points now.
Quick, bust your kneecaps!
So sorry, but I'm out of here.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do I really have to explain it? I'm leaving. Through the number 9 door.
Hey! Wait! I scrambled around in front of her and threw my arms out. Dude, no! Tackle her! Learn from last time!
You're in my way. Move.
No! I'm not letting you go! What happened to you? I didn't think you were the kind of person who ditched the rest of us so you could get away. She's done it before. She teamed up with Dio, of all people. Where is Dio? What the fuck did we do to Dio? Did we drug him and leave him knocked unconscious somewhere? I don't remember. It's Dio.
When someone betrays your trust, feels like a part of you dies. For me, I guess it was the part that cared.
Okay, Edgelord.
I don't think you have even the slightest idea what that feels like.
Betrays your... Wait, are you saying...
Whatever. Just get out of my way.
No, I'm not moving.
I see. Then you leave me no choice.
As she spoke, Fi bent down. Then shot up into the air and over my head. I spun around to see her standing next to the number 9 door, her hand on the lever. You...
Nice try.
She grinned and tightened her grip on the lever.
Plaudite, acta est fabula.
What the hell's that?
It's Latin. Applaud. The play has ended. That's what it means.
You were an insufferable art school brat, weren't you, Vi? You were a theater kid that even the other theater kids didn't like hanging out with. Latin?
See you later.
Wait! Stop! I felt myself speaking before I even knew what the words were. I'm not speaking Latin, goddammit! Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Are you sure this is how you want it to end? What about the nonary game? 0, the bombs. We still don't know the truth about any of it. If you leave now, we never will. Is that really what you want?
Fine.
Fi slowly let go of the lever. Look, I'm sorry. Well, Sigma may be sorry, I'm not. I feel very justified and ethical in all of my choices up to now. About betraying you, I'm honestly not sure why I did it.
Forget about it. This time you chose ally and I chose betray. I think we're even.
What are you talking about?
Time loops, don't worry about it.
When did you betray her? Are you talking about round 1?
No, we aren't talking about round 1. We're...
Just drop it. There's no point. I doubt they'd understand even if you did tell them.
Yeah, you're right.
Huh?
I don't get it.
Well, at least it seems Fi has decided to remain.
You've really changed your mind?
Yeah, I'll stick around a little longer. Like he said, I can't leave until we figured out what's going on.
The AB game will continue until someone opens the number 9 door. If someone reaches 9 BP and doesn't open the door, the game will keep going.
Oh man, that's a relief.
Please don't scare us like that again.
Everyone's being weirdly chill right now. Meanwhile, Sigma gets knocked unconscious.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
As many times as we want, huh? Then that means...
As long as you have the star keys, you can play the AB game as many times as you want.
You probably won't be allowed to play it continuously, however. There's a period of time between when the doors open and when the polling ends.
Also, we have to worry about the bombs going off.
Based off the last 2 rounds, I think it's about 45 minutes long.
So you can repeat the game once every 45 minutes or so.
Oh, that's right.
What?
Didn't Zero Jr. say something about that?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Oh yeah. What are your bracelets, guys? Looks like I'm a red solo.
I'm a magenta pair.
Me too.
That means we'll be a team this time. I think we'll do great.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be my partner then? I'm a cyan pair.
They do not appear to be here. I, for instance, am a yellow pair.
Huh? Wait a second. If Luna and Clover are a magenta pair, hello, and Phi's a cyan pair and Kay's a yellow pair, who the hell am I supposed to partner up with?
The cyan pair, I imagine.
Phi and her mysterious partner.
Oh god, if it's Dio. How do you figure that?
Sigma, what colors are added together to create cyan?
Oh god, are we talking about color theory again? Green and blue, right?
What color would you get by adding your red to that?
Red, green, and blue would be white.
Exactly.
So you're saying the next set of chromatic doors are going to be white?
Yes,
How do you know?
because I have seen them. After leaving the archives, we found a warehouse very similar to this one. In it was a set of white doors. Well, to be precise, a set of doors which radiated white light.
Yeah, I saw him too. After we were finished in the garden, we went to the same warehouse he's talking about.
We're always at this freaking map screen. It's unnecessary. We don't need the map.
They had the same little lock thingies. I'm 100% sure they're the next chromatic doors.
What about the people back in the infirmary? Do they know about the white doors?
Yes. If we exclude Quark from their number, then I believe they do.
I wonder what colors they are.
As far as pairs go, we're missing a cyan and a yellow.
If Sigma's a red solo, then we should have a green solo and a blue solo back in the infirmary.
Well, I'm going back to the infirmary. I'm kind of worried about Alice and Quark.
I'll go too.
As will I.
Oh, that's right. Wait, guys. There's something I need to tell you.
Huh? What is it?
Go on.
I meant to say something earlier, but I guess there was just so much other stuff going on. I looked at Phi. She nodded back. See, oh yeah, we didn't tell the others about the other bomb we found in the gardens. The truth is...
What?
Oh no.
You found another bomb?
Oh, after the second bomb you find, a third doesn't really mean much. Yeah,
Where?
in the garden.
No. That's not possible. We didn't see anything like that.
Could you have missed it?
No. No way. We checked every part of that room.
There was a number on this one too. It said 01. Since we found it in the crew quarters, since the one we found in the crew quarters said 03 on it, well...
You think there might be a third bomb out there somewhere?
I think there's a good chance.
Very well. We should split up and find this other bomb. It could be anywhere.
Yeah, I agree.
But even if we do find it, what are we supposed to do?
That is a concern for later. At the moment, our primary concern should be finding it.
You can't fight an enemy you can't see, after all.
Precisely.
All right, I'll head back to the infirmary and let everybody else know.
Please.
How about we set a time to meet back here, just in case? The time we have left until the chromatic doors open is... let's see...
Quite a bit, actually.
1 hour and 57 minutes.
I think approximately half of that should be enough. When we have 1 hour remaining, we should meet back at the infirmary. Acceptable?
That sounds good to me.
Right. I'll tell the others too.
Good. Let's go. You know, all we really need to do is just... I have a plan. It's not an ideal plan, but it's a plan. You see, the problem as to why Phi can open the number 9 door. The reason we can't follow her out is because if we do and our bracelets don't register as having 9 BP, we're all gonna get killed by our bracelets. So I'm just saying, if we find a way to get the bracelets off and Phi opens the door for us, then we can all follow her out there. Well, except for K, because his bracelet's attached to his suit of armor, but fuck K, honestly. So, I'm not saying we should all cut off our hands, but I'm saying that there is a possibility of getting out of here if we all cut off our hands. And look, honestly, I'm not saying you have to lose the hand forever. You could cut it off, and then pull the bracelet off, and just carry the hand with you, and then have a doctor reattach it, probably, maybe. I don't know. I think maybe a doctor could reattach it. So these are the white doors that Kay and Clover were talking about. Yeah, there's the lock thing. No question, these are the chromatic doors, I guess.
So it seems.
Oh, God, Phi, why do you... We need to put a bell on you. When did you...
I've been here the whole time.
So we have to make it like a clean break. You know, honestly, I don't even think we need to, like, cut off people's hands to get the bracelets off. I think if you dislocate your thumb, then you could just, and maybe, like, get a little butter, you could slide the bracelet off. Like, we have options. People are not thinking outside the box here. Seriously? I didn't notice you at all.
Oh. I guess your hearing's starting to go. How sad.
Ugh. So what do you want? Why are you stalking me?
I'm not stalking you. I just followed you here.
That's pretty much the same thing. But how did you do it? You were totally silent. Are you Batman? She gives me more of a Catwoman vibe.
I already told you I'm not. Remember? Back in the AB room when we met?
Yeah, actually. You also jumped super high, all the way up to the ceiling.
Right. Aren't you curious about that graffiti?
Graffiti? Oh yeah, that. Memento Mori, if the 9th lion ate the sun. Did a kid write that or what?
Why do you say that?
Well, they managed to spell 9th wrong. Who puts an E in there?
You're right.
Then again, maybe it means something.
Do you know what it means? The Latin part.
Hey now, give me a little credit. Even I know what Memento Mori means. You see it all over the place. As far as I know, it translates to something like, be aware of death, or remember your mortality. Never forget that we all die someday. I guess it's some sort of cautionary thing.
What about the other part?
It's exactly what it says on the tin, right? Some sort of conditional about lions and suns. Anything come to mind?
No, nothing. Nothing at all. What about you?
Me? Well, let's see. Memento Mori if the 9th lion ate the sun. Memento Mori if the 9th lion ate the sun. I repeated the words over and over in my head, but nothing. Whatever they meant, it was beyond me. But perhaps Phi... Latin.
Huh?
Don't you know Latin? Maybe you can figure out more of it.
Well, I know a little. More than most people, I guess, but I'm not an expert.
Then how'd you know that phrase?
Oh, that. That's from, this.
She unpinned the brooch from her chest as she spoke and held it out to me. I hesitated for a moment, then took it.
Look at the back.
I turned it over. So, I guess the eye... Ah! I got hit again! So I guess the I is pronounced like a J in Latin, huh?
Yeah,
What is this?
a memento of my late mother. Well, I guess it's something like a memento.
What does that mean?
She died right after I was born.
I took a picture of this saying. A bunch of people are trapped in a death game where they have to solve puzzles and then vote on whether they trust or betray each other. And whoever gets 9 points first, they can leave.
I was raised by foster parents, and they told me where the brooch had come from. Apparently, it was the only thing my mother had left behind.
What about your father?
Don't have one. I guess you could say I was a bastard.
Okay, surprise plot twist. The guy who's in charge, the guy who we saw earlier who was going on about termites and is probably in charge of this death game, and probably also Kay's father, might be Phi's father. But then again, Kay looks exactly like Sigma.
I never saw his face, and I don't know his name. I don't even know if he's alive.
Oh. I couldn't think of anything else to say, so I just handed her back the brooch.
That phrase got to be almost like a prayer for me. Whenever I had to make a tough decision, I'd say it to myself. Sometimes I'd just repeat it over and over like a chant. Before long, I had it memorized. Got me interested in Latin, and I started studying the language. Elapsum semel occasionum non ipsi protest Jupiter reprehendere. Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Sounds nice, doesn't it? But it seems kind of funny now. I mean, look at us. We've done what Jupiter can't. We can find our lost opportunities. That's why I followed you here. I thought it would be a good idea to talk to you about all this. Alone.
She's gonna go for the 9th door again, isn't she? Yeah, I agree.
There's something else we need to do too, though.
Find the number 2 bomb.
Exactly. So we should get going. I'm pretty sure the bomb isn't in here. There's nowhere to hide it. So...
You're saying we should go somewhere else?
yeah. Well, come on, don't just stand there.
I gotta give Phi a lot of credit here. If I was in her shoes and I had 9 points, I would be out that door like lightning.
We need to get a move on.
Without waiting for a reply, she turned and started toward one of the exits. I followed. Any second a bomb is gonna go off. Any second. Kablooey! Kablooey! The archives. Good place to hide a bomb. Now, where the hell do we start looking?
I doubt it really matters. If it's here, we'll find it eventually.
So what about that Jupiter stuff?
We can talk while we look. Now get started.
I turned to a corner of the room and began looking while Phi spoke.
I'll start with a conclusion I've come to. Our consciousnesses seem to be able to jump through time. No, sorry. Through time isn't really accurate. It's more like we move through worlds.
Worlds.
Yes. I don't mean physical planets in this case. I'm talking about a whole different universe, really. Parallel worlds.
What?
Do you know about the many worlds interpretation?
Well, kind of. I think I've heard of it once or twice.
Oh, well, I'll just explain it. Let's say, I don't care what it is, but could you move?
What?
Scratch your head, cross your arms, put your hands on your hips. Anything?
I had no idea what this was supposed to explain, but I did as she asked.
I see. You crossed your arms just now, right? But you could have chosen to put your hands on your hips or clap. Now maybe there are other Sigmas in other worlds who did all of those things. All of these worlds and realities are branching off from one another. The choices you could have made branched off from the moment you decided what you were going to do just now. Every moment you make a decision, another universe branches off, on and on into infinity.
Oh, she's explaining the flowchart.
Each of those branches is an alternate world. A world where a version of you did something different. Haven't you ever thought about what life would have been like if you'd made different choices? What if you'd gone to this high school instead of that one? What if you hadn't started a study group? What if you hadn't told that girl you liked her? What if? What if? But are those what ifs really just what ifs? Or are there other worlds out there where you did those things? Anyway, that's the many worlds interpretation in a nutshell. I've simplified it a lot. Doesn't have to be human actions, though. I just used your actions to make the explanation easier to grasp. The actions of a cat, the flight of a bee, the movement of a microorganism, even fluctuations in air temperature. All these can change history.
Yeah, the butterfly effect. There was like a whole movie about it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second here. I'll let microorganisms slide, but there's no way that air is conscious of anything.
Can you say for sure that you are?
What?
All of your actions are caused by the cells in your brain. If we go down a little further, then you could say all of your actions are the result of atoms or electrons, or smaller particles we haven't even discovered yet. Are those atoms and electrons still you making a decision? At that level, how different are you from the air? I'd say not much. Human existence is just one part of reality. Falling in love is like a tulip blossoming. A tulip blossoming is like a tornado forming in South America. See what I'm saying? The only thing that really matters is the action of the most elementary particles of matter. That's where history happens. That's where universes branch out.
Well, we almost completed the flowchart, so
Hey,
I
you stopped.
think we're doing good.
Are you done with that shelf?
No, not yet.
Well, keep looking while I talk. How familiar are you with quantum physics?
Oh, God.
Never mind, don't answer that. I'll try and keep it simple for you. Let's see. Hey, hand me that box, will you?
This one? Sure. I handed the box I'd been examining over to her. She set it down on the desk and opened the top.
Also, there's a stuffed lion over there.
Oh God, it's hideous. This thing's haunted. This thing definitely has a demon in it.
Perfect. He's part of Felidae, too.
He's eating a son! With that, she grabbed the lion and tossed it unceremoniously into the box. She also took a weight and an ink jar and put them next to the lion.
All right. Everything's ready.
Ready?
Remember that book in the crew quarters about Schrodinger's cat?
Oh, we're talking about that again.
It relates to all this stuff I've been talking about. Anyway, come look at the box.
What about looking for the...
This'll only take a minute. Now look.
I shrugged and peered into the box.
What do you see?
Well, there's a stuffed
From
lion.
now on, that's a cat. A living cat. This is important. Got it?
Yeah, it's a cat, meow.
Oh, man. This again?
Sorry. I can't help it.
I find that hard to believe.
This is gonna be a plot point in some way, I swear.
Ugh, fine. Maybe I can just ignore it.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
All right, what else do you see?
A weight that's not even a pond, and a jar of ink.
Right. Now the weight is going to be radioactive material, and the jar of ink is full of poisonous gas.
What? I'm getting out of here.
Idiot. It's not really full of gas. This is just hypothetical. Imagine that it's full of gas. So, what's the weight?
Radioactive material.
And the jar of ink?
It's full of poisonous gas.
Exactly. Good work. Now, there's one other thing you need to know about the jar. If it's struck by any of the alpha particles the radioactive material emits, it'll break. These particles are emitted randomly, but there's a 50% chance that one of them will come into contact with the jar over the course of an hour. So let's close the lid. And pretend an hour has passed. Here's the question. Is the cat inside of the box alive or dead?
I think the radiation would have definitely killed it.
You can't open the box to check. And you can't hit the box. Obviously, you can't shake it either. It's also been soundproofed, so the cat could be howling up a storm in there and you'd never know. Basically, you have no idea what's going on inside the box. Do you remember what happens if the alpha particles hit the jar?
It breaks, gas fills the room, and the cat inhales it, and death will be a whisker away.
And what if the jar doesn't break?
The cat lives to tell the tale.
Haha. And what are the chances of either of those things happening?
About 50%.
Uh-huh. So, what's your answer? Is the cat alive or dead?
I can't possibly know.
Then guess. It's not hard. Alive or dead?
I would like to think the cat's alive. It's alive. The cat is, pause for dramatic effect, alive.
Nope. You're wrong.
It's dead?
That's wrong too.
Then what's the right answer?
The answer is that it's in a state where it is neither dead nor alive.
What? How does that make any sense?
It's an extrapolation of something we see at the atomic level. We don't know if an atom is spinning upward or downward until we measure it. Before it's measured, those two possibilities coexist. But as soon as the measurement is taken, obviously, only one possibility is the truth. That's what's happening with the alpha particles. Since we can't know when they were emitted or where, we only know the probability that they'll impact the jar. Because we can't observe anything that's happening in the box, that becomes the entire system. In other words, the box is like the atom. We don't know how the cat's life or death situation has resolved itself until we look at it. Until we do, it's just a bunch of possibilities. Do you get it?
Yes. If I say yes, will you stop monologuing?
If the cat in the box is possibilities.
Then it's both alive and dead.
Right. So, let's open the lid. And when we do, all the possibilities will collapse into a single truth. Meow. What a relief, huh? Looks like the cat's alive. Anyway, that's Schrodinger's cat. The many worlds interpretation is one theory for explaining that weirdness.
So there's another world out there where this cat died.
Yeah, that's the idea.
That's a bummer.
Looks like that cat tick of yours cleared up.
Yeah. Well, your story was pretty insane.
Insane?
You don't think so? Just the idea of something being alive and dead at the same time. And if the moment the lid is open determines whether or not the cat's dead, then it's almost like events in the future can be determined can determine the past. I mean, that cat doesn't die when you open the lid, so it must have already been dead.
Exactly. You've experienced it, haven't you?
Yeah, I've seen you die a bunch, Fi. What on earth are you talking about?
Think back. Remember round 2 of the AB game? When you chose Betray, what was my vote?
Ally.
But what happened this time?
I chose Ally and you chose Betray.
Right. And both times, I put in my vote a full minute before the deadline. When did you push the button?
Right before the deadline.
I see. Well, that makes this a little easier to explain. If you chose Betray, then my vote was Ally. If you chose Ally, then my vote was Betray. But I made my choices a whole minute before you made yours. Don't you think that's strange? You do see what I'm saying, don't you?
That my choice in the future altered your action in the past.
Yeah. From your perspective, there's no other way to interpret it.
Now that I thought about it, round 1 had been the same. When I'd chosen Ally, Alice had chosen Betray. And when I'd chosen Betray, she'd done the opposite.
Look at this die. I found it over there. Let me give you one last example.
As she spoke, she tossed the die into the box and quickly shut the lid.
All right. Answer this question. What number is the die on?
3. I have a feeling it's 3.
Okay. I'm going to open the lid. Good job. You got it right.
That was just a fluke.
Was it?
Huh?
Let's think about what was going on before I opened the lid. What number was the die on?
3, of course.
Haven't you been paying attention? The die is still a collection of atoms, isn't it? I don't think you can reasonably suggest that it was made of some different kind of matter.
Wait, so you're saying that before you opened the lid, the die was on all of the numbers?
Uh-huh. That's one way to look at it, at least.
And then when you opened the lid, it was just on one number.
Or it might have become that number when you declared which one it was.
Huh? Wait, what do you mean?
Your choice in the future has an effect on the past.
That's crazy.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We got a little off topic there, but I think I made my point. Reality separates off into an infinite number of branches for each and every possibility. You and I seem to be able to jump from branch to branch. Of course, our bodies aren't doing the jumping. Our consciousnesses just sort of dive into other versions of ourselves in other worlds.
Whoa. I think I get it now. That's how you knew my name, right? You jumped in from another world. That's how you knew all those other things you shouldn't have known.
Yeah, that's the best I can figure out, at least. Unfortunately, it seems like we don't retain all our memories when we jump. Maybe we only remember particularly important things. I'm not sure how it works. But whatever the reason, it seems to be fairly limited. And often, we don't seem to remember jumping at all. Things will just sort of pop up.
That's why when someone asks us how we know X, all we can think of is to say, I just knew.
Yeah.
What's causing this then? I don't remember ever doing this before, so why would it start now?
If we knew that, I don't think we'd be having so much trouble. It's just...
Just what?
Well, I'm pretty sure it has to do with why we're locked up in here. There's no way this doesn't have something to do with whatever Zero Senior's trying to do. Why would he have left that Schrodinger's cat book in the crew quarters?
You aren't Kitten, are you? Maybe this is some sort of huge Schrodinger's cat experiment. And all 9 of us are locked up inside the box, right meow.
What if you've got it backwards?
Backwards?
We're outside of the box, and the rest of the world is inside.
And we're trying to stop Radical 6 from destroying everything. Then, the moment we step out of this place...
Yeah. We might be determining the history of the world outside.
No way. I had 1,000 other questions, but before I could open my mouth to ask them...
Oh, good.
Oh, you found another bomb?
There you are.
You found another bomb.
Did something happen?
Yes,
You found another bomb.
we found it.
Another bomb? Found what?
What do you mean, what? What else could we find?
Another bomb?
The bomb.
Oh, I guessed right.
The other antimatter bomb. The number 2 bomb is in the control room.
What? Where's Dio? Where did we leave Dio? Okay, where is it? Oh! Is this it?
Yeah.
This is one of them, all right.
And it's number 2, apparently. Well, at least we found them all now.
No. There could be more. Like Kay said, there might be a number 4 bomb out there. We have no way to know.
Did you tell anyone else about this, Clover?
Well, not really. But, I wasn't the first person to find it.
Who was?
Kay and Luna. After they found it, they came to the infirmary and told the rest of us.
Who was in the infirmary?
Everyone. Tenmyoji and Dio were there. So were Alice and Quark, of course. Although they were still asleep.
So everyone who wasn't asleep knows about the bomb. I see.
Yeah.
There's nobody else here, though. There's a freaking old lady wandering around. Where'd they all go?
Right after we came here to look at the bomb, they all left. They were going to go look for you two.
What about Alice and Quark?
They're the same. Still sleeping. We checked them out just to be sure, but they seemed fine.
That's good. Fi and I looked at one another and let out a small sigh of relief.
Oh, right. I checked everybody's bracelets when we were in the infirmary. Did you want to know what they were?
It took her only a moment to explain. Alice was a green solo, and Quark was a blue solo. Dio's bracelet made him a yellow pair, and Tenmoji was a scion pair. So, what are our options for groups?
The next set of doors to open are going to be the white doors. That means we'll have to mix our colors so that we get white.
Fi laid out what that would mean. Option A, Fi Tenmoji would pair up with me. Kay and Dio would pair up with Quark. Clover and Luna would pair up with Alice.
Huh? There's only one option?
Yeah. Any other combinations don't make white.
What about Alice and Quark? Luna said it's going to be a while until they wake up.
We'll just have to carry them. The secondary doors won't open without 3 bracelets. And if we can't open them...
Yeah, we'll get penalized.
Exactly.
Don't worry about Alice. I'm on her team.
Are you saying you can carry her?
Yeah. Well, I can get Luna to help me.
True. I'm sure she'd be happy to help.
What about Quark?
He's on Kay's team. There shouldn't be any issues there.
Well, we still need to figure out what we're going to do about this bomb. Alice said we should be safe as long as it's not triggered with the remote.
Maybe, but we can't just leave them here forever.
I am a big fan of ignoring them until they go away.
I mean, If they go off, then everything in like a couple 100 kilometers is gonna get fried.
Whoop! Wait, a couple 100 kilometers? Why are there so many then? Wouldn't you only need one? What are you talking about? The bomb should only have about as much explosive power as a ton of TNT. Which is nothing to sniff at, but that's nowhere near the kind of yield you're talking about.
It could be. What if these bombs are just like the detonator?
Oh, shit. Oh. You mean there might be a bunch more anti-hydrogen around here somewhere? Yep, right over there.
The reactor.
Whoop!
Yeah. There are supposed to only be 18 antimatter reactors in the whole world. If that's one of them, then there's a lot of anti-hydrogen.
How much is a lot?
3.5 kilograms.
3.5? That's like 10,000 times more than Alice's 350 mg.
If there really is that much, and if it does explode,
Then we would be looking at an explosion roughly 10,000 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima.
Oh, fuck. No. That's insane.
Wait, Clover, how did you know that?
know what?
That stuff about antimatter reactors.
Well, that's, during my training, they,
Training for what?
my job?
Ah, of course. I didn't realize waiters these days needed to memorize how many operational and antimatter reactors were out there worldwide, or how much fuel each one of those reactors might be storing. You don't work at a cafe, do you?
Did you hear about that from Alice?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, she's right then.
And why are you using antimatter reactors at a cafe?
That's, what we call the coffee machines.
What? Are you fucking with me?
I'm telling you the truth.
No,
I
you're
work
not.
at a cafe.
You do not.
It just might, be a kind of fake job to divert attention. I think they call it a cover.
Oh, God. What?
Then what's your real job?
I'm sorry. I really can't tell you anything else.
Why not?
It's classified.
Classified by who?
The government?
The government?
That's right. Alice said it was her job to eliminate enemies of the state, or something. So you two do work together.
Oh no! Check your bracelets. How much time do we have left?
Not a lot. What are you talking
How
about?
long until the doors open? Come on, quickly!
Damn. We were supposed to have met up 5 minutes ago.
I'm heading back then. Remember, we're supposed to meet at the infirmary. You guys hurry back, okay? Bye!
Hey! You haven't... Damn it. And she's gone. Fine. She's right, you know. We need to get going.
Hold on. I need to check something really quick.
What?
Oh, there you are. You're late. What were you doing?
Nothing.
When we arrived, everyone else was already back. Quark and Alice hadn't left, of course. They were both sleeping soundly, any traces of the madness we'd seen earlier long gone.
Clover told us. You've seen the bomb in the control room.
Yeah, with our own eyes.
So what the hell should we do?
Dio, you know what to do! You know the passwords to the bombs! Stop fucking with everyone!
That makes 3 bombs.
Oh, Dio, you know there's a 4th.
Well, we have to do something. They're bombs, for God's sake.
There's a quick and simple solution.
Really?
Remember what Alice said?
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. You see it? Right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
So, if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about.
Dio, where did you put it?
Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
Not a problem. We've resolved that issue.
Huh?
Show them.
I nodded and pulled it out of my pocket.
That was in the safe in the control room.
Exactly. We didn't have any idea what it was at first, but Five figured it out. After Clover left, we tested it.
Turned out I was right. It fit perfectly.
Couldn't get it to do anything, though. We plugged in a couple of random characters, but all we got was an error.
Still, I'm sure this is the thing Alice was talking about. We just didn't have the right password.
But why was it in the control room?
Do you think Zero Senior put it here for us?
That would suggest it was also Zero Senior who set up the bombs.
Doesn't that seem odd, though? Zero Senior wants us to play the nonary game, right? So why would he set bombs?
Maybe he wants to blow this whole place up if someone commits some crazy violation of the rules?
That doesn't make sense. Our bracelets already have poison in them. If someone breaks a rule, all he has to do is activate their bracelet.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, whatever the case is, there's one thing we can be sure of. The person who set these bombs is one of us.
Dio!
Whether or not that person is also Zero Senior isn't particularly relevant at the moment. But what is relevant is that they know the deactivation password. If we can figure out who that person is and question them.
We can get the password and turn the bombs off.
Exactly. That would be my quick and easy method. So fess up. Which one of you set the bombs?
Dio!
Not that I expect you to do that. So, we're going to be checking everyone.
Checking us?
Yes. Once they're set, the bombs are controlled by a remote. It stands to reason that whoever set them has that remote.
So you're gonna search us for it?
Yes. But no buts. If you refuse, that implicates you. Do what I say and you'll be fine, assuming you are actually innocent. Understand? No reason to wait. Let's get started. Anyone want to volunteer to go first?
Dio should go
No.
first. It would save us all time.
All right. Let's see.
Wait.
Huh?
You only need to search one person.
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I'd even realized I was saying them.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. I met Fi's gaze and nodded, and then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person. That person is you! Dio!
Come on, what is this? Are you high?
God, I wish I was. Well, we're about to find out. Sorry, Kay, but could you hold him down?
Well,
Quick! Sigma, go for the cyanide pill! It's on him, I promise.
Knock it off, Sigma. You're doing this all backwards.
So, this isn't a court. Besides, we all want to know who set the bombs.
Ugh.
And why are you getting so worked up anyway? If you're innocent, then a search will show it, and I'll look like an idiot.
Nice try, but that's some bullshit totalitarian logic. I don't think so. What are you even basing this on? How do you know I set the bombs?
Because
Spit it out.
I know about the Myrmidons.
The Myrma what?
I beg your pardon?
No. How do you know that, Sigma?
Oh, that's not all I know. I know about Free the Soul, and I know about Brother.
What the hell are you talking about?
Dio's a cult baby. I can tell you the details later. But there's no question that you were the one who set up the bombs.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
I am Sigma. And I am going to take your cyanide pill and force you to tell us the password to the bombs.
None of that has anything to do with me. I don't know who the Myrmidons are. And I don't know what Free the Soul is, and I certainly don't know anything about some old fart called Brother.
Heh. Oh, Dio, tell me, how does that foot taste? Who the Myrmidons are? I don't recall saying that they were people. And what about Brother? How would you know his age if I hadn't said anything beside his name?
Wait, so he's left? But that means he's a terrorist.
Dio is my problematic fave.
A terrorist?
Oh dear.
But he's still baby.
Left?
Well, looks like I won't be able to talk my way out of this one. Seriously though, when did we get so famous? The Myrmidons aren't supposed to be something anybody knows about, let alone you two jokers. Okay, you got me. Yes, I'm the leader of the Myrmidons.
Dear God, they must be doing poorly.
My real name is Left. I was sent here to stop Zero Senior's AB plan. That's why I planted the bombs. If it looked like the plan might actually succeed, I was supposed to blow this whole place sky high.
AB plan?
What's that?
Oh, well, looks like you don't know everything after all. I should have been more careful. Then again, it's not like it really matters. After all, you're gonna die here.
What?
God damn it, no. I leapt forward towards him.
Whoa there. Better not come any closer.
You know, Kay, you had one fucking job. I told you to restrain Dio. Why did you not listen to me, Kay? Now we're all gonna die, and I'm gonna have to time loop, and it's gonna be complicated.
You think I'm not prepared for this?
Yeah, I know, you have been heavily drinking the Kool-Aid, my man.
Take one step and it'll be your last.
Then, that thing you're holding.
It's the detonator.
Yeah, I guess it is. Now back the fuck off!
Dio, please calm down. If you press that button, you'll die too.
Dio's okay with that.
So? Believe me, there's plenty more where this came from.
Yeah, Dio's a clone. What?
Now that we've cleared that up, back off! Come on, move it! Go, go, go!
We had no choice. Slowly, carefully, we backed away. All of us except for one. Tenemoji.
Hey, Grandpa, your hearing gone? I said back off.
No.
You... I'm not screwing around here.
I can see that. So why don't you do it? Go ahead. Press that button.
What? Look, Junpei's been in more dire straits than this. Junpei's literally been squaring off against people while locked in an incinerator. This does not scare him.
Tenmyoji?
Oh, something wrong? Hurry it up. I'm not getting any younger. Oh? Do I sense hesitation? What's the matter, Dio? Scared? Well?
You son of a bitch.
So you were just bluffing?
Not bluffing, goddammit. You hear me? I'll do it.
Oh, I'm sure you will. But there's really something I should tell you. See that detonator you're holding? It's a fake.
Oh my god. Dead emoji took the detonator again!
What?
Oh my god! For just an instant, Dio's eyes twitched down to the device in his hand. Oh, he's bluffing. This is a solid Junpei bluff. That was all the opening 10 emoji needed.
Yeah!
He cried out and leapt through the air. 10 emoji's legs shot out, knocking the detonator from Dio's hand. Shit! Not good.
What happened?
The detonator. He doesn't have it anymore.
What? What's happening?
If it's a certain distance away from him, it automatically goes off.
There's a red light on it now.
Oh, you really fucked up, Tenmyoji. This is what happens when you try to show off.
What?
I'm sorry. This is my fault. I didn't have time to tell you how it worked.
What are you saying?
The detonator isn't supposed to be separated from Dio. If it is, then the timer on the bombs automatically activates.
Damn. How much do you know?
I know a lot, Dio!
Fine, whatever. Well, he's right. If that thing ever gets more than a meter away from me, it activates. When it does, it starts the timers on all the bombs. So thanks to this old fart, you get to try and defuse a bunch of activated bombs on a countdown. You can go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Once the timers have been activated, they'll go off anyway.
How long do we have? When do they explode?
You should know, Sigma. Why don't you tell her?
30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah, not a lot of time.
That's crazy!
Yeah.
How do we stop them?
The emergency deactivation passwords.
None of us know them, though.
I have 3 of them. We need a 4th. Right, none of us know. But there's someone who does, isn't there?
What, hoping I might spill the beans? Nice try. Unless one of you is secretly a medium, I think you're shit out of luck.
Wait, a medium?
Well, I'm out. Peace.
Wait! Stop! I threw myself toward Dio and wrapped a hand around his wrist, slamming it to the floor. He struggled, but I put all my weight on it and kept his arms pinned.
Shit!
Bad, Dio.
Let go of me, goddammit! Get off of me! Let me go!
He continued to struggle, but I wasn't going to let him go. I shifted my weight to free one of my hands and started trying to pry his open.
Hey! Hey! I'm not fucking around, alright?
Give me your cyanide pill!
Let go of my goddamn arm!
Give me the cyanide pill! By then, the others had run over and piled onto Dio along with me. Even then, he refused to stop. With increasing desperation, he tried to get the hand I had grabbed into his mouth.
We don't have a choice. Luna, go get the Soparil.
No! If we put him to sleep, we can't get what we need out of him.
You think I don't know that? What other choice do we have? Every minute we spend wrestling this prick is a minute we don't have to deal with those bombs. We don't have time for this.
Ugh! Shit!
What are you doing, Luna? Go!
Right.
Luna, do not! We need one more password. I still need to get one password out of him.
Okay, I've got it.
Do not drug him!
I'm ready when you are.
Ugh. You can do whatever you want to me, you fucking cowards! You're still gonna die!
Okay, Dio, it's nappy time.
Go ahead. Tell yourselves you can fix it. Run around like idiots before you get blown to atoms. Serves you fucking right. You're gonna burn!
Oh, for God's sake. Luna, shut him up.
Right. Here goes.
As they began to climb off him, I finally pried Dio's hand open. There it was, just what I'd expected. A small, unassuming capsule. I didn't know what was in it exactly, but it was undoubtedly some kind of poison. I stumbled toward the sink and tossed it into the drain. How much time do we have left?
25 minutes or so, I believe.
And how much time until the white doors open?
The same.
So, what do we do?
Well, we were supposed to torture Dio into giving us the passwords, but someone drugged him. We put in the password and stopped the bombs.
We searched Dio, but he doesn't have a note or anything with the codes on it.
Well, we only have 3. We needed a 4th. We're boned, guys. Well, only one option left then.
Yeah, and that is?
Intuition. We trust our hunches.
That's... Are you suggesting we just... guess?
Do you have a better idea, Kay?
Well, no, but...
Wait. There's another way.
What is it?
Before I can tell you, everyone has to promise to do exactly as I say.
I have an idea. If Vi takes all of the bombs, and then she goes and opens the number 9 door and throws the bombs out of that door and then closes the door again, we should be safe.
No questions. What's your answer?
We all nodded.
Good. First of all, Sigma, you're coming with me.
Right.
The rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse.
Huh?
Why?
Didn't I say no questions? Good. That's it, we're done.
That's... it?
Is there a problem? I seem to recall you promised to do exactly what I told you to do. Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
Vi turned without waiting and headed for the door. Before I could blink, she was gone. I gave everyone else in the infirmary a quick thumbs up and a shaky smile. Take care of these guys, okay? We'll see you back on the floor B before you know it. So, just trust us, alright? Good? I couldn't think of anything else to say. I turned and ran after Vi. We're gonna die. Yoink. Okay, so what do we do?
Get the input device ready.
Alright, done. All hooked up and
How
everything.
many minutes do we have left?
Well, they'll go off when the doors open. I have the password for this one. I have the password for bomb number 3. 21 minutes.
That means we have 7 minutes per bomb. That includes travel time, though.
Bomb number 2 is in the control room on floor B. And bomb number 1 is also on floor B with the garden. So, we just need to hurry, right?
Yeah.
So, what are we supposed to do? I mean, you do have some sort of plan, right?
Well, it's not like I don't have one.
Then stop being so mysterious and tell me. What the hell am I supposed to do?
You need to make a jump.
A jump?
Yeah. To another world. Another history.
I can't!
You didn't just guess that Dio set the bombs, did you? You knew it. Because you remembered it happening in another history, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, but I
You
mean...
just have to do that again.
So you're saying I need to go to another history and get the password out of Dio somehow?
Doesn't have to be another one. It could be this one. Just go back to the past and question him. Then again, if you do that, you might end up changing things so you don't end up here. That would mean you couldn't deactivate the bombs in this history. So you have to come back to this exact moment, or...
Ugh! Damn it! This is so confusing!
Well, don't think about it then. We don't have time anyway. Just jump.
Okay, okay. I get it. See you later then. Are you insane? You're talking about transporting myself across space and time! Also, why should I have to do everything? Can't you jump too?
My jumps happen suddenly, out of the blue. I can't control them.
Neither can I!
That's a problem. Alright, consider this. Maybe we've already jumped from another history to this one, but our memories of that history got damaged or something. We forgot most of what happened in that other timeline. If we can remember even a little bit, though. Anyway, it's just a hypothesis.
Are you saying that I might know it already? And I just have to try and remember it?
Yeah. I feel like we know. So? Anything? We need the bomb password. Do you remember hearing it in another timeline?
I stared down at the input device. Password, the bomb password. Actually, I did remember. I had heard it. Okay, bomb number 3, let's go. Boom!
Good job. It worked.
Phew. I sighed and wiped what felt like a bucket's worth of sweat from my forehead.
So, you knew the password after all.
I knew one password.
Interesting.
I guess I
You
did.
heard it in another history?
Yeah.
Just what happened in that other timeline? Never mind. We don't have time for that. How much longer?
18 minutes.
Good. We've still got time. Come on, let's go. We've still got 2 more. The number 2 bomb is next on the list.
So we're heading to the control room?
Right. No time to waste. Oh, and don't forget the input device.
And then she was gone. I hurriedly disconnected the device from the bomb and chased after her. We are down a password. I told them not to drug Dio. I told them to keep him conscious so I could torture it out of him. And now look at where we're at. Choices were made. I mean, Dio's kind of a bit of a total bitch. I think he would have, like, started squealing if we just pulled his hair a little bit. Oh, password number 2. Cool. I don't have this one.
You got it?
No! Yeah, right here.
Hook it up.
Right. Done.
Okay. Hurry it up. Plug in the password.
Done. I don't have it. Hey! What the hell?
Calm down. You probably just typed it in wrong.
No, no way. I'm sure I did it right.
Try it again.
We don't have it. Yeah, nothing. That password's no good.
Then it's different. All 3 bombs use different passwords.
Yeah, looks like it.
Shit!
Vi slammed her foot against the locker, her face uncharacteristically twisted by anger and frustration.
This is bad. What the hell are we gonna do? Try and remember it.
I can't! I haven't done that time loop yet!
Did you see or hear anything in another history that could be a password? A different password?
You mean like a different history from the other one I remembered?
Yeah. You figured it out there. You just can't remember it very well right now. Remember what happened with the last bomb. This one is just like that.
Another history. Another history. The password. Do I know what it is? Can I remember it? I have to. We don't have this one. I tried over and over, but it was no good. Each guess was wrong. No matter how I strained my memory, I couldn't remember even a letter of the bomb's password. Had I even seen or heard it anywhere in the first place? I'd seen other histories, but had I seen what I needed? If I hadn't, then it was all over. If I couldn't control my jumps, then what good were they?
Sigma. Just let it go.
Oh, shit.
Our time's up. This is it.
Oh, God.
Before it ends, I wanted to tell you thanks. You knew we were about to die, but you still stuck with me. A lot of people wouldn't have done that. You're a good person. There's one more thing. I'm glad I met you. The moment I saw you, you seemed familiar. Anyway, thanks.
Oh, shit.
It looks like our time's almost up. Hopefully the others will make it. There isn't much hope for us, though. I think this is...
Don't you dare say goodbye.
What?
We'll meet again. Somewhere. Somewhen. I guarantee it. We can jump through parallel worlds. We can change history. You see? This won't end here. I won't let it. This is just the beginning.
Sigma.
Suddenly, I felt Fi's face against my chest. I put my arms around her and held tight. Then... everything went dark. It's fine. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. This is fine. It's fine. It's all fine. We just need to go to a different timeline and get the password. Easy. And we'll do that next time. I'm going to set up a raid if anyone wants to join it. But until the next game, show's over.